Many more Americans are going to begin feeling the impact of this shutdown beginning today. The two sides inching closer together, though. That vote, as you said, set for noon. Right now, it's really in the hands of Senate Democrats. Here's the simple question. Do they trust the top Republican, Mitch McConnell, to deliver on what he described as his intention to allow an immigration vote next month, if not before? All the while, right here at the White House, the president has been publicly MIA. This morning, still no deal to end the government shutdown, now stretching into its third day.
Let's step back from the brink. Let's stop victimizing the American people and get back to work on their behalf.
Overnight, the Senate's top Republican, Mitch McConnell, urging Democrats to support a 3-week budget extension, while signaling an openness to an immigration vote next month if it's not already resolved by then. That vote, he says, would address the key flashpoint, the fate of younger undocumented immigrants, called Dreamers. Democrat Chuck Schumer not yet ready to cut that deal, but not walking away.
Well, we have yet to reach an agreement on a path forward that would be acceptable for both sides.
Republican Jeff Flake saying he supports the new GOP offer.
There's been a lot of rhetoric over the last couple of days about whose shutdown this is, who should have the blame. There's enough blame to go around.
Among those casting blame, Vice President Mike Pence, in an unusual setting, delivering a strikingly partisan message to American troops at a U.S. airbase near the Syrian border. Troops who will not see a paycheck during the shutdown.
A minority in the Senate has decided to play politics with military pay. But you deserve better.
The White House insisting it won't negotiate on immigration until the Democrats reopen the government, even changing the message on its public comment line to take a political swipe.
Unfortunately, we cannot answer your call today because congressional Democrats are holding government funding, including funding for our troops and other national security priorities, hostage to an unrelated immigration debate.
The president, the self-proclaimed deal-maker, largely absent, seen only in these photos released by the White House, speaking exclusively with congressional Republicans and members of his cabinet. Chuck Schumer, who met with the president Friday, describing him as unreliable.
Negotiating with this White House is like negotiating with Jell-O.
The president's official re-election campaign, releasing this incendiary new video.
Democrats who stand in our way will be complicit in every murder committed by illegal immigrants.
President Trump on Twitter accusing Democrats of holding the military hostage. Senator Tammy Duckworth, an Iraq War veteran who lost both legs in combat, not having it.
I will not be lectured about what our military needs by a 5-deferment draft dodger.
President Trump again today with no public events scheduled. So who is affected by this shutdown? Essential government services, they are still up and running. That means you'll keep getting your mail, Social Security checks. VA hospitals, by the way, they're open as well, along with national parks, though important to note they'll be operating with reduced services. But what they call those non-essential services, they're suspended. No military death benefits, passport renewals, those likely to be delayed. And perhaps most importantly, more than 800,000 federal workers told to stay home without pay until the funding is restored. That can put a real stress on families. Savannah and Hoda.
All right, Peter, thank you so much. So for more on where things stand right now, let's bring in NBC's Kasie Hunt, who's on Capitol Hill and has not slept all weekend. Kasie, good morning. I mean, this is a real stunner. We're in some suspense here about what could happen at noon.
It's going to be an incredibly dramatic morning here on Capitol Hill, Savannah. We just don't know whether or not the government will reopen at noon. The big question, what are Democrats going to do? They are going to huddle behind closed doors this morning. And the main question is going to be, do enough of them start to feel as though Americans are blaming them for this dramatic shutdown? Republicans are hoping that there are as many as 10 of them who feel that way and who are going to be willing to vote with them to reopen government this afternoon. But the trust levels are just so incredibly low that it's going to be a really dramatic debate behind those closed doors, Savannah.
Well, Kasie, let's pretend that they do reopen the government today. What will happen to the Dreamers? Because some are at risk of deportation, I think, early in March. What will happen to them?
That really is the foundation of all of this, Hoda. And really, there are no guarantees. Democrats have to decide, do they trust Mitch McConnell to actually move forward with this plan to put an immigration bill on the floor. But even if they do, there's still this big question of what the president is going to do. And any immigration bill to help the Dreamers would still have to pass the House of Representatives. There are so many conservatives over there that the sense is they need to know that the president would be on board. So there are so many twists and turns still. And remember that March 5th deadline is when some of these kids could be facing deportation, losing their jobs, all of that. So a lot on the line for them today.
A lot of moving pieces, too. Kasie, thank you very much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.